Good evening, all, and welcome to day 3 of the inaugural Guards tournament. For those of you who've not come on before, this is a board game based on the popular MOBA genre, where players will be facing off to push lanes or kill the opposing teams on the way to victory. And this is day 3 of an open tournament to anybody who has had an interest in the Kickstarter to jump in and get involved. So, we're just coming into the draft phase. I'm joined this evening. My name is Maury, and I'm joined this evening by my co-host here, Des.
Hello.
So, we're just getting
and
into
we're
the
already
draft
starting
phase,
with the
and
bands.
we're away on the bands. And that was Zargatha going away as the first ban.
That's actually pretty success.
Yeah, the teams tonight we have are CRT versus Pity Coin Please. It looks like it might be an Aryan pick. So yeah, we're straight into the action. There's no preamble here.
Wow, yep. That's an interesting combination. I mean, first picking Aryan means that they'll probably that will probably not see Wasp entering the game, because Aryan's a really strong counter to her, and then they pick Wasp.
I think one of the things we've got to bear in mind here is going to be a lot of comfort picks, and also there's going to be a lot of people exploring as well. We've had even had some teams going for a full 22-man roster with having had no experience of playing with the advanced characters.
Yeah, I refereed that one. It was a beautiful game. It was just so much fun watching them play.
And that's Dodger going in, and Sabina getting banned. She's been considered a little bit dangerous, I think, so far. With only 3 pushes in the game, it goes very, very quick.
That's pretty clear. This looks like they're going to go for kills. I mean, Aryan and Dodger together, that has to be a dueling setup. I would expect to see... who's the next one going to be?
So pairing up with Wasp, Brogan, or Tiger Claw?
Oh, really? They're going with Brogan?
Going with the Brogan.
Yeah,
so just to give them a bit
Tiger
of balance.
Tiger Claw against that much range would have been really crazy.
So it looks like we're going to have Acetone on Dodger. Flynn is going to be taking Aryan. And Lowell will be Wasp, which will leave Karnaxi, I hope that's pronounced correctly, on Brogan. So I'm just going to go quiet here while I get that updated. This is my first time streaming, so please bear with me if the camera angles and all that aren't the greatest. Be patient.
I'll go fill the empty air while you do that. So we're gonna. This is gonna be a very interesting matchup, because we've got a very versatile Wasp together with Brogan, and on the other side we've got a pretty damage intensive setup. Dodger can go for a push. But Aryan is very good as a duelist and an assassin, while Dodger is very comparable to Wasp if Wasp goes for ranged. I'd think that technically Aryan and Dodger are go for the kill victory. And I'd love to see that by them, since we've mostly seen push games at the moment.
Yeah, it certainly has
Uh,
been a game of pushes, and it's one of the things I was just wanting to ask. And you've got more games under your belt than I do, and do you feel that kind of like that push no kill is common in the short 2v2, or is it just the way that people have been playing it out?
I think it's mostly because people are less experienced, and that double push victory that we've been seeing very often has a lot to do with getting in the wrong position and misreading the map. You see it really often that um, one team is caught out and then blocked from taking the minions while the other team farms the minions, or they just make the bad call when they're on the defense and behind on minions to try to get a kill without securing their position earlier, and that's
Hello there.
dangerous. Hey,
Just a
Raz.
quick note. Some of Arian's cards have disappeared
Oh,
Oh no, not
under
again.
the table, so we'll just restart the room.
okay,
Don't worry.
no problem. We'll
Be back.
continue our chat. So a wee bit of a technical
Yep.
hitch.
And they found them. They found the cards.
Oh, the moment we say
Hello,
that.
guys. Yeah, mostly due to bad calls, and that happens a lot with inexperienced players. And since we have a lot of less experienced players in the game, you see that happen a lot more often, which is also probably the reason why we see that tendency towards farming. Because taking a minion is always easier to calculate and easier to and a safer bet than trying to get a kill.
It's been one of the things as well I've noticed is that putting people off that first minion kill, if you can zone out the opposing team, people are struggling a little bit with the comeback and getting themselves out, figuring out what they want to do in round two, and finding themselves, as you say, getting themselves out of position when the push comes.
Yeah, I mean it's not a problem losing that first kill if the other team also misses it. Like you can easily sacrifice taking the first minion if you put enough pressure on the enemies to stop them as well. Some characters are pretty solid when they play are still really good when playing from behind. For example, Sabina, because they have enough. They have a kit that just allows them to survive when they're behind. Others, not so much. Dodger, for example.
No time being wasted on the red side. They're settled and already have two cards face down while just getting into the beginnings of this, and including just laying out the cards so they're all available to be able to take a look. No time wasted by red team.
I mean, I haven't seen any of these play. Oh no, that's not true. I've seen Flynn before the Kickstarter started, but the others, but I haven't seen the others. But I think they've been getting a lot of games in the last week or week and a half.
So yeah, we've got 4 cards down and we're straight into the action. And yeah, we're seeing the blues and the greens come out.
Of course,
Dodger using low initiative as is Wasp, but Arian and Brogan going in with their faster initiative skill cards.
hmm So basically, the low initiative cards are always a pretty decent choice if you're not sure what you want to do yet. And if you want to see how the game develops, it's really useful. You can see Arian now, basically, Wasp has all information she needs to make an educated decision on where to go. I think it's a smart move to go next to Brogan. They're giving each other cover while the other team is splitting up apart a bit more.
Yeah, I think Airing should feel fairly confident about taking the one off the beach. I think this is another one thing that I've noticed is that I say people can feel a little bit zoned off minions in round one, but you're probably relatively safe in round one of not giving up a kill. And certainly not giving up a kill before you get a minion.
Yeah, that usually only happens if you do like a heavy misplay.
Yeah.
But I have. Go ahead.
No. Please, sorry, carry on.
I have seen some players say, well, the kill isn't worth it in the first turn, in the first round, but technically it's still 2 gold for the team. It's just distributed differently. You'll still get your 2 level ups, and you get one player who has an extra level up, which is really, really useful if you manage to pull it off.
Okay, so this time we now got gold for Dodger just to shuffle up into position, probably to pick up that near red that the 2 away from. Wasp using their red to move up. This is taking advantage of the high movement that's on Wasp's red. I'm just going to show that there. So this is actually one of our 2
Mhm.
attack cards, but using it here to be able to get the 4 movement on it.
Yeah, I'm a bit skeptical of using the reds and golds this early in a round, especially in the first one, because Wasp has herself open to being killed now if she's not careful.
I think one of the things that was interesting there is that she's played the red, but not taking the full advantage of the 4 movement.
Yeah, that begs the question: why did she use it in the first place?
I mean, her green
That could
still
have
should
easily
be
been
able
her.
to dissuade a Dodger red. Dodger's opening red isn't exactly a powerhouse until
That's true.
without the assistance.
Ari, on the other hand, he does hit like a truck even with his gold. So
Yeah, but Aaron's on the other side of the board. Brogan actually elected to activate his skill of shield, so that means
yeah,
he can protect a
he might
friendly
be setting.
melee minion within 2.
I think he's setting up for a deny.
Yeah, but that deny might come a little bit late because we're seeing here now that Arian played his gold, so he's likely to take that minion kill. Dodger's also looking. So I think we're going to see 3 minions go down, and now the emphasis is going to be on Brogan to find a way to get a minion himself.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen though.
Well, he's still got his red.
Yeah, but has to move with his gold now. That's one movement, and then there's no room. Well, no, I don't see any.
No, you're right. Yeah, I'm thinking might have had to move. My last
The only
comment, so
thing he could
try
do
and get
right
rid
now
of
is fast travel and try to jump Arian. That would be one recovery that might work out.
Yeah, if Arian misplays and plays green, actually, can Arian Arian still has blue. No, he doesn't have blue, so he's only got his
No,
red.
no, he only has his red, and Brogan attacks with a 6.
I think does open with a 6 on the bull rush.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think if
His level
Arian can
2 bull
block
rush
that
is
or not.
6. I'm not sure.
I think
We might be finding out very shortly.
he's duelist. He should be able to, but it depends on if. I hope if Arian doesn't read it right and goes for his red instead of his silver,
Yeah, if Arian
Brogan could drop him.
yeah, we'll see.
But it's pretty obvious. I'm pretty sure he's not going to fall for that.
Yeah, I mean, that was the aspiring duelist card, the one that I thought Arian may have had left over. Not
Yeah.
sure where Arian's red is on the defense. Brogan has to take red here regardless, because if nothing else, it's going to allow Brogan to reposition in for the round.
You know, it's one of those coin flip mind games now. But he has nothing to lose except no. Yeah, it should be Brogan red, Arian silver. Oh,
So Arian's going red, and it's 1 initiative higher than
yeah.
Brogan, so he
Arian's gonna run.
be able to get out of the way. So Dodger moving into position to try and pick up these 2 red minions on the near side of the board as we're looking at it. And this is the bull rush that we're talking about here. It's actually Mad Dash at level 1. So it was 6 damage, which is a substantial hit. But Brogan
Arian
must move
could
2
have.
spaces before the attack.
Yeah, Arian's gonna sidestep him. He has to. And he would have been able to actually hold onto his silver and block it as well. So all is well, I guess.
Yeah, all works out.
Yeah.
So now Brogan, yeah, move up.
Yeah, Brogan is behind now. He's only going to get a pity coin while the rest levels up. But Brogan can actually play from behind. He's very tanky. He has good damage output. It doesn't hurt him that much to sacrifice that level.
He's nicely positioned here as well, actually, because he's got a very nice charge lane up and towards. Now, obviously, if that's seen by Aaron, he could sidestep into the path and stop Brogan, but Brogan's got the opportunity to open red, and if Aaron's not standing there or blocking, he still gets a minion. Unless the blue team spots that and takes the minion away. Because we'll have minion
Interesting.
combat.
Somehow, though, We were so focused on Aryan and Brogan that we didn't notice that. How did they manage to get that third minion? Oh no, I think they already handled
That's the
minion
minion combat
combat.
removal. Yeah, that's the minion
Okay,
combat removal. So that's sorry, and
okay.
of course Red's taking it away. Red's taking the one that Dodger has got an easy reach for the first turn, which is therefore asking the blue team to come in towards a little bit deeper into the red territory.
Yeah, I like the positioning on red very much right now. Um, they can threaten a lot right now. They can run over to Dodger and hurt her. They can take minions. They can try to kill Aryan. They're in a really good spot.
Yeah, so we're in the first level up now, so we've seen the coins disappear. Brogan's received his pity coin. Wasp seems to be looking at her red. So two options here. She's got showing here this level 2 melee option, but she can also go for range. In fact, I think she's grabbed the range card. This is the level 3 version of it. She can't attack in a straight line, but she can hook those shots. And moving across, Dodger has made a selection, so increasing defense and going for the skull path. Now the skull
That's
path
interesting.
is beneficial on hitting enemies who are adjacent to empty spawn points in the battle zone, where Finger of Death usually is more of the follow-up if the heroes had a discarded card.
Yeah, that lets us assume that she's gonna go more for a pushing style build. And Wasp going with Boomerang, that makes sense since she has to compete with Dodger's high range.
So Arian's elected to go for the blue level up, so he's giving himself +1 attack, so Arian's hitting even harder.
Yeah, and also that that means he should have taken the shield, the defense card, so he's going for tanky assassin type play.
Yep, +1 initiative with the boomerang, as you said, for Wasp. Tends to be
Yep.
the safe option for Wasp, to be honest. I don't see too many people taking Electrocute, although it is an absolutely joyous thing when that goes off and works.
Electrocute is a great tree. I think it's really underestimate. It really people underestimate how strong that ability actually is. Because if you want to go for a tussle, it's definitely the card to take. In this case, I think she just had to take it defensively so she could deal with Aryan and Dodger.
It gives her a bit of a range option with Dodger for the threat, and that, yeah, as
Yeah.
suspected, Brogan goes for the red to open up. Now, Brogan here
Ooh.
has a choice on who he can hit. And it's now Brogan's choice. Spell Shield is down. That's basically Arian just saying, I want to see what happens first. Arian's Spell Shield, by the way, can stop skills. It's very good against Wasp, who's got various maneuvering tricks up her sleeve. So,
Oh,
yeah,
he took the minion.
takes the minion.
Wow.
Not entirely surprised by that, but he is now
I think,
standing next to Arian.
yeah, I think he had overestimated the strength of Arian's shield because he wouldn't have gotten. Arian's shield usually gets stronger when he is like in a dueling situation, but with two enemies next to him, he wouldn't have gotten the bonus for it. So I don't think his blue would have been enough to block that attack.
So
He would
then,
have lost his red at least.
yeah, burnt the red, and then he still would have been adjacent to the minion.
Hmm.
Yeah. Although this one does allow Brogan to potentially get two minions. He's in the mix for the two.
That
You
is
know,
true.
it asks Arian to make a decision. Does he go towards the red minion that's in the middle there, or does he try and pressure Brogan?
Yeah, I mean, Brogan is really strong in area denial, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. I expect Brogan to drop his blue next turn, and then maybe either set up to block minion kills or to actually use it to go after Arian.
And on the other side of the board, we've got Dodgers moving up to be able to potentially get the quick kill on the minion. And this is actually really nice as well because Dodger could play gold here, and if Wasp plays red, Dodger can get out the way if she's worried.
I'm a bit more. Wasp can't play. Wasp wouldn't play. Wait, no, she could. Mm. On the other hand, Dodger could decide to go for her silver and say she can take that one hit. She still has the defense bonus from her green. potentially.
Well, the other thing is that, to be fair, it isn't necessarily even that clever a play because Wasp has got a minion target with Boomerang, so it doesn't really deny a hit, but
There goes the
it is
boomerang,
what's
and
come
there's the
out.
gold. Yeah,
So
yeah. So Dodger's gonna take
Dodger's
the
got the
minion,
first
and
choice, so we'll take the minion, which opens up the
now her
choice to
shield is
Wasp.
online. I hope. Yeah, her shield is online now. I wonder if Wasp knows that.
If I'm Wasp, I'm more tempted to just pick up the minion and get the money coming in because you're still in not a bad spot here. And Arian's
Yeah.
shown his hand that he's not
Yep.
going to go for 2 kills. So that's the emphasis now is on Dodger to get the last one. Now Dodger does have
Well,
the
Brogan.
range. So yeah, Brogan's out the way.
I think Arian wasn't expecting that to happen.
Yeah, so Vicious Jab on 9, beating Gush of Water on 8. Brogan just walks away and says, "Thank you very much, I will pick up the minion." So we are going to get minion trades here, and this is, I think, is going to be the push, because there's still gold left for Arian. Oh no, it's not going to be the push. I tell
It
you,
can't be the push yet. No.
because Arian's not in position on the mega minion.
Grid still has 2 attacks, so they can try to equalize. And there's...
So where's Wasp
Arian would
gonna
have to
go?
run back now. Oh, he is going back.
Okay, so yep. So that's Brogan using second attack there to get the minion kill. So Brogan, who didn't have any money in round 1, is looking at his 2 level ups. We've now got to see where Dodger's deciding to position.
Oh no, Wasp.
Wasp's activated the barrier.
But Arian can teleport through it. I don't know if she's aware of that. I'm not sure that he's actually gonna do it, but he could.
Yeah, because it's a place rather as opposed to a move.
Yeah. That's why he's such a good counter to Wasp.
So Dodger just moves up adjacent to Arian. Dodger's got the range if she's wanting to go for Wasp.
Yeah, I think he can't jump on Wasp now. He only has a 3 range. He could go, and he can't end next to an empty spot. So I think he's just gonna use it to walk or to teleport somewhere way far away.
Possibly move across to the red Mega Minion.
Oh no, he held.
Decide to hold. Okay.
Interesting. I mean, if he's going for an assassin build, he should be trying to grab some more minions.
Is this Dodger going red to take the pot shot then at Wasp, just to see what happens while Arian plays gold and picks up the minion? It's still a push if that occurs.
Yeah, and the skull will be a pretty hard hit. Yep, there's the skull. Oh, nice read. Good job, Wasp.
So Wasp is going to redirect the skull. So just to grab this. This is unfortunately not the improved level. Oh, as my spacebar doesn't pick it up. So track fire means that the only thing that Dodger's going to be targeting is Wasp in this case. Oh no, hold on. Sorry, they've changed the card. So
wait, what? Which one got changed?
Attract fire. Please read the card. Used to be attract fire meant that it was effectively a range.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, the
now
redesign.
Instead it's a deny. So yeah, Wasp can just discard a card and say no thank you to Dodger's Burning Skull, which is right now a 5 range attack because Dodger's adjacent to a spawn zone, as we can see here.
And then she uses it to move.
What's she got left on
Well,
defense?
I wonder if she noticed that the card changed.
I mean, that's a recent update.
Yeah. Or she's just assuming she can take that hit.
Well,
I guess. Yeah, she must have gotten the right read there. She could have taken the hit, so she decided to move instead and set up for trying to push.
well, I don't think. I think she's misread then because the push is occurring, but it's
Yeah.
going towards red team. There's two
Yeah,
blue
I mean,
minions on the table.
Dodger did the right thing though. So
Yeah, Dodger's
I
done
think
absolutely the right thing.
so. Wasp got a really great read, and then really bad, and then a not very good read.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah,
this is putting pressure on red. This is what we've seen a couple of times before.
yeah. This is. I hope they read it correctly and don't do any shenanigans. Otherwise, this game is going to be over really soon. But this is the classic double push setup. Dodger's in a position where she can take two minions. Arian is positioned so he can block them traveling in, but still take a minion. This can get ugly pretty quickly.
I think so. You're the red team right now. You're not in the strongest position in terms of base defense. What are you going to be? What are you looking here to do? What does the round look like for the first couple of
Well,
cards?
Wasp will go into the jungle and then fast travel and threaten Dodger while also able to take a minion. They'll definitely be able to take one minion. Brogan can move for like one or two steps on his first turn and threaten Arian and position so he can take a minion as well. They do have the option of balancing the lanes, of protecting the push, because they do have all they have to do is like get the same amount of kills, and since they're one minion ahead by default, that would be enough to protect the lane.
So
The question is if they execute perfectly on it.
Arian's taken the red ranged option for his level up, increasing initiative, and getting
That
range
means
2 on his red. The card underneath is the +1 initiative.
Yeah.
That's his alternate. Dodger, by taking Darker Ritual, is gone for the Necromancy card. That could be a bit of a dirty trick.
She should have Darker Ritual on her hand now, shouldn't she?
No, she's got Darker Ritual underneath. So she's taken the initiative boost from Darker Ritual and gone for Necromancy. Brogan has upgraded his Mad Dash to Bull Charge. And Wasp is fixing things. Wasp has gone for the push pack and so that she can stack up the initiative.
Yeah, she really wants that silver to be as fast as possible.
And
so
Brogan, final one is he's also keeping his pushback on green skill and increasing his initiative with Shield Bash.
It's kind of weird because I was expecting to go like a very. I was expecting blue to go very damage oriented, dually, and now it seems like they're going full all in on pushing.
I'm wondering if Dodger's picking up the Necromancy, seeing if there's the potential for shenanigans on be able to rebuy a minion and try and force the push. Arian taking the ranged option is quite good when you're on the minion push. Just because it gives him that little bit of reach where he's not the fastest character out the blocks.
And since he also causes those little explosions that push enemies around the target back, it could also mess with the other team's plans slightly, since they're so sensitive to positioning and empty spawns and all that. If we see a red or a gold on the red team in the first turn, they're going to have a hard time. Thank God.
So I'm wondering here. Let's say, yeah, okay. So we've got the blue. Yeah, we've got the low initiatives, and yeah, the pause. This is a great. This is a great move here by Arian, because he's just gone. I'm in no rush to get up here. You are the guys who have to come to me. I've just burnt both your low initiative cards, and you're not there yet.
And so Brogan's in position now to charge either Arian or and Wasp into the jungle. So that was basically the best thing they could have done in my eyes, and I think they're going to follow up now with this with
I think Brogan
more
can
of the
get
same.
2 minions.
He's threatening Arian, he's threatening minions. It's really good. It's a good time to be Brogan right now.
Yeah, I just want to check. What's the movement on his blue again? As my spacebar again decides. There we go. His movement is 2. And his green, he's got 2 as well, yeah, because he's not the quickest.
Yeah, he has to use his built-in mobility in his cards.
Well, Brogan can get onto that ranged minion and then step away to pick up another. So I think Brogan should be alright to get 2 minions.
Mm-hmm.
It does depend on Arian. Arian could threaten that. Brogan's in the best position to pick up the minions, where Wasp can kind of get round for one. Wasp using gold here.
Ooh.
Probably just to try and save having access to the green because of Dodger threatening.
Yeah, but that... Yes, you can fast. I like that. Started to perform her action, then stopped and started looking at the other cards to be sure that
just double
they know what's going on. That happens way too rarely. And there's the double threat.
So Brogan's up next. I'm
Still
really
checking
hoping...
and double checking. There we go. Yep. Good spot. Very nice.
I'm really hoping that Brogan spots that he should be going for the minion here.
I think they know what they're doing.
Don't be tempted by that Arian. He's about to disappear and you're not going to catch him again.
By the way, Artie, the developer of Guards, is also in the chat, despite it being 4 in the morning where he is. No, 3 in the morning. He should be going to bed.
Yeah. He is a bit of a night owl, that man. And he's got a young kid as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That man must live off of coffee.
Yeah, pretty sure about that too. But on the other hand, I think if it was your game, if you were in Kickstarter, you wouldn't be sleeping much either right now.
Yeah, and it's a good time to plug the fact that the game is currently in its Kickstarter campaign. If you're watching this live or watching it just a couple of days later, take a look, and the Discord link is also down there. If you want to try this for yourself and get a game, there's a pretty active community, very keen to teach people and get more players playing here on Tabletopia. So Arian just positions, looking to pick up that minion. Arian could go for an attack on Wasp as well. Don't know how that looks.
Yeah, I don't think Wasp has to worry about that, but she could, of course, since he took the ranged tree, which I don't think was a good thing after seeing what Wasp had. She can negate his red if she reads him correctly. And which is actually a good thing in this case, because it means that they'll be protecting the push even better.
There's an interesting read here, because Wasp is obviously positioned for the boomerang. Arian didn't go for the red there, because I'm wondering, his range red with the +1 attack, does Wasp's green actually save her there?
Yes, it would, definitely. Because it blocks the ranged attacks from happening.
So Wasp, I think Wasp playing the red here, had Arian played red himself, could Wasp defend it?
Yeah, but that was a coin flip, at most. Arian knew that Wasp has her green that can block his red, So he had the choice of either going for the red and hoping she isn't going to play her green, or the other way around. And it turned out well, I think.
I mean, I think it's absolutely fine because in some ways it's like if we take a look at Wasp with +2 initiative and the boomerang, she definitely gets the minion even if Arian kills Wasp, which
Yeah.
she's looking keen to settle out right now. Because that move does not say I'm farming.
Yeah, and I feel we should point out that while Orange does have to focus a lot on the minions right now, um, Blue doesn't have to. They can just lean back, try to go for kills, try to put more pressure on them, um, because they're not in a hassle to necessarily win by double push.
Yeah, that's it. It's I mean, doing the head count just now, we've got 4 red minions up to soon to be 2 blue minions. So I think there may be just the acknowledgement that this is probably the end of this push. And hello Wasp.
I mean, with Arian popping in front of Wasp, of course, with her high initiative and her ability to fast travel, she's out of there really fast if she wants to.
So this
Question
is
is if she needs
this is
to.
actually a true 50-50 here, isn't it? Because if Arian goes for red and Wasp goes for green, she's safe. But if Arian goes for gold and Wasp goes for green, she's dead.
She's still safe.
Is she?
His gold is 11 plus 1 initiative is 12, and her green is it 11 on that level already, or is it 10?
Can't you get out of the way? Let's take a look.
It's a 10. 10 plus
10,
2, that
12.
they should be tied for 12.
Tied for 12.
And
Red's
and
got
she
the
has
token,
initiative,
she'll get
so
out.
she could dodge.
So green will be the right option for Wasp. I was just wondering because it's one of those things of like,
If she knows
could it be
it,
a bit
though.
of a mind read situation on whether or not she dodges, where it's a rock paper scissors.
Oh, that's not good.
That's
Is her green the 5?
her green
Or is
is a
it the
5.
3?
Her green is a 5. Had that been red from Arian though, she'd have gone down there.
Yeah, that was really, really close.
But that's sort of head games. And then the other thing is,
Yeah.
we're talking about this, but you're not necessarily certain you remember exactly what that number was that you saw last
Yeah.
time. What was that initiative number? Will I get out of the way? Meanwhile, Brogan, yep. We'll just grab another minion, get some more money.
Rogan's getting his farm on. That's good.
I think everyone except Arian is getting their farm on this round.
And the sad part is that Arian used his blue to maneuver, so couldn't even take solace in getting. Oh yeah, that's the slap, and there's the 5. Yep,
5 on the
barely
card.
survived it.
Yep. Arian grabs another one. Hit power and Wasp is suddenly can't do much in terms of defense against Arian.
Yeah, I'm thinking Wasp is going to keep stacking initiative though. She's going to take the 3rd as soon as possible, and she's just going to ride that green and that silver till the end of the game.
Okay, so we've got 4 red minions to 2 blue, so that means push back. Successful defense of the red team.
Yep.
Didn't give up.
Nice to see that.
A death. Yeah, didn't give up a death. Brogan, who didn't have money in first round, has got a level up and is 1 gold short of his second level into tier 3.
Yeah, despite everything, despite being outpositioned, you can tell they reacted correctly in this case, and they actually managed to pull ahead now.
Now, obviously, the flip side of that is, in terms of positioning, your blue team still has the advantage on the positioning in terms of being able to start picking up minions.
Yes, but they're also in a very nice position to get beat up by the slightly higher leveled red now.
And it's also worth pointing out, this is also this is, I think, one of the key moments in this game. It's when you're in this transition. So you're now transitioning in to get these minions, which you're obviously keen to do because you're in the last wave. You win this. Whoever wins this wave wins the game. You've got the early position advantage to be able to start getting those hits, but you're also likely to end up adjacent or within range of that range minion, which means your defenses are lowered, which means the enemy
Hmm.
team is also in a pretty good position to be able to get that lucky hit on you. And
And yes, and the lucky hit doesn't even have to kill. All it has to do is force you to use your gold to dodge, or your red, or discard your red, and that is already then evening it out.
so level ups. Let's take a look and see what we got. So yeah, we've had an increase on the attract fire. So Wasp defense against range, which is a great option considering you're now against a ranged Aryan and Dodger who does nothing but range.
Yeah, if she positions correctly, she can just get a really good card advantage by canceling both ranged attacks in the same turn.
Also gives her that defense, and considering that Aryan couldn't grab any
Hmm.
more attack, it gives her a little bit more safety to be able to actually get in the mix. Brogan is just getting tougher and tougher. He elected not to go for the heal card, but instead decided to go for the shielding card to save minions. That could be key, especially in the last push.
Yeah, they've,
And
they've, they're going for a super defensive build. They want to
Dodger,
control this game.
Dodger taking the defense card in green. Again, a bit of safety there.
Mm.
The Drain Essence card is a lot of fun, but can be a little bit hard to pull off. So, cards face up. And, that's a lovely play by Wasp.
Oh yeah.
So that's Dazzling Dagger. Dazzling Dagger is, a nice standard opening basic attack, quite quick. But it has this text. It says that a defender resolves an unresolved skill card if able by performing a hold action, which means that she successfully cancelled Arian's teleport, which is his main ability to move around the map.
Yep. And not only will she block his movement with it, she's probably going to get a good. Let me see, it's an attack 3. Mm. She's probably going to take his blue and give him 2 gold for it.
Arian gives up his
There we
blue,
go.
Yeah. I mean,
It's 1 gold.
You're
It's
not
not no.
sad to see that, Nestle give him that gold because Arian now has down both his blue and green, so his maneuverability is now left in red.
Yeah, he's not going to take that many minions this round.
Now, is Brogan going to use the skill, or is he going to use it to maneuver?
I think he should be using it to move. I mean, he took his lowest initiative. Maybe partially hoping that he'd be able to fast travel.
Yeah, so he is moving.
Yep.
I also quite like the way that he's maneuvering because he's kind of just sidling over in the right direction of Wasp, just in case.
Yeah. Might be able to pick up a kill, might be able to threaten something, but still has the opportunity to go in and start farming.
Again, yeah,
Uh,
Dodger playing the blue. This is the Necromancy card that
yeah.
can be shenanigans, so both Brogan and Dodger have got ways to change the minion battle, as you can see. But Dodger also going to move that. These blues may come into play next round or the round after if it goes there to potentially swing that minion battle.
Yeah, Dodger's going to just unleash now and start farming.
Not in danger of Brogan just yet. He doesn't have the charge. I think
He's
Brogan
going
will
to
go
use.
green here.
Yeah, that's what I think too. He's going to hit for green and maneuver in a way that he can pick a minion or Dodger and try to force it to move with that.
Yeah. Also, you can see what Arian does. Because if Arian chooses to go aggressive here, he's got the opportunity to kind of just bop him if he wants.
Oh, nice play from Wasp. Wasp was reading minds today. That's odd.
So, yep, Dodger picks up that first minion.
I think Arian's going to make a run for it.
So, how hard does Arian hit here?
His
Arian
range
hits for
is
6. Wasp has still got her green. Wasp will live.
Yeah, she can tank that easily.
Brogan's
He's thinking about
positioning
it.
there.
Arian's thinking about it.
Yeah.
And he runs for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the right call.
It's one of those things where he's maybe thinking, what was the number again on that? What was our number?
Yep.
And Wasp gets a
And
fast travel. Beautiful.
very beautiful play.
So I'm guessing here Brogan is going like, yeah, probably. I'm guessing some of the table talk is a little bit of Brogan. I kind of would like you to grab a minion because we need to kind of get a couple just to make sure they don't get too far ahead here.
I think he's actually trying to be very sneaky right now. I think his charge is 3 hexes right now, and if Dodger moves, he can probably kill Arian. Yeah, Arian is living dangerous right now. I'm not sure he... There it is.
The range is 2, but you can move through
It's
tokens
2,
and minions.
yeah. He's going to take a minion then. Oh, wait, what about... Yeah. I don't know if they did the... I don't know... Huh. I don't know if I agree with Team Red right now. They could have gotten a kill on Arian.
But are they worried about the fact, let's say Dodger getting that free farm early on from the position?
Yeah. It's a tough spot. Especially on short games where you just know you can't plan for the long run. Rogue's taking the minion as well. They got they're equalizing.
Yeah, they're equalizing, but they're out of time in terms of Dodger will get one more using that range advantage that she has.
I hope Wasp is going to run in now.
I would like to see Wasp be aggressive.
Wasp running in and getting a good getting a good read on when to use her green could absolutely win the game for them right now.
So up first is it Wasp on 12 or is it Brogan on 12? Well, one way or the other, it's the red team.
They've got synced initiative. That's something really, really useful if you can pull that off more than once.
So yeah, here we see the upgraded magnetic shield. So enemies in radius may not perform range attacks. So yeah, that's something the blue team's got to watch out for because yeah, Wasp is picking a fight.
She's lining up to set a fire off her green next round.
Question here though is
Dodger going to kill her?
Yeah, Dodger's got range, and she's adjacent to an empty spawn point. That's a 5 attack.
That's tempting.
I take it. You're forcing Wasp at this point to spend a turn coming back into the action.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
what a shame. She is playing it safe.
Yeah, playing safe, playing the push game. I think again, this is a bit of the result of the short game coming into play here, where it's like you can see the victory condition in sight, and the victory condition.
Yeah. On the other hand, if they had pushed. On the other hand, if they had pushed Wasp out, would have gotten like a bit more points for the record, and probably still won the push game.
Yeah, I think they would. I think it was actually relatively safe to kill Wasp because you kill Wasp, you gave yourself a nice little blast of gold. You're still in a good position to pick up red minions.
Yeah, and Wasp won't be. We know what Wasp's plan is. She wants to get a well-timed green off now to stop both from taking minions.
Yeah.
Killing her would have stopped that and probably also set the red team back by 1 minion.
Yeah.
Simply because Wasp would have had to run back.
Exactly. It's not, and the thing is, what was done there was not even a wrong play. It is a different path. I think the other
Yeah.
thing is maybe just as a caster, I'm a little bit bloodthirsty. I've got all my my sandboard ready, obviously, with for all the kills and that, and I've just not been able to use it yet.
Yeah, that's such a shame, no? Yeah, I think it was like, oh wow, Dodger's hitting tier 4 now, the third tier now. That's getting very scary.
Taking the plus attack, again, you've got Master Necromancer, so again, it's just you can just feel Dodger playing that. This feels like how I play
She's gonna
Dodger.
do the
I want to
push,
just
yeah.
be as safe as possible when I play Dodger. I
Yeah,
am
she
not
goes
an
up.
aggressive Dodger.
I'm absolutely aggressive on Dodger. I mean, it does come with experience that you can play more fragile builds, of course. But full damage Dodger is just so much fun to play, and she with the huge range, with her high damage output, it's just fun, like standing in the middle of the battlefield and just using every card as an attack. And then when you're out of attacks, you just use your green, pick up an attack from an enemy, and throw it back at them as well.
So
It's a blast.
one of the things just take note here, Brogan's increases red. Obviously, his improved red gives him that extra 1 movement on the charge line, but he also gets a +1 radius. And bearing in mind, he took the shield card earlier on. That means that he's got, I believe, a radius now of 3 to try and protect this last melee minion.
So what he could do right now, and that might counter Dodger's plays. Nah, he can't do that. Brogan is
Well,
in a really good position to just step between the others and his minions and say, "You shall not pass," while Wasp tries to pester them.
but the problem with that is that blue team has to pick up 2 minions, or at least 1
Mm-hmm.
minion, and then protect. Otherwise, it's game over. So Broken, in some ways, is almost obliged to use his gold now, try and hope that Wasp gets this other one, and then have his charge available, and then play the protect game. This is blue team's game to lose right now, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, they're in a really bad spot. That's true. Brogan, I don't know if he actually has to take those. I'm expecting him to like activate his blue, run to that spot where he's equidistant to both of their minions, and then just use his silver at least once, maybe twice if he can pull it off, to just stand there and tank everything they throw in that direction. And he might still have the opportunity then to hit his red in the last turn to take the minions, or take one of the minions.
It's not an impossible situation. Let's say, as long as if Red can stop both minion kills, then they only need 1 minion. If they don't, then they would need to protect the Mega Minion, but then trying to protect the Mega Minion another round is not going to be viable. So Brogan's going to take the minion safely, just to kind of take it. That actually eases some of the pressure off by doing that.
Dodger.
Dodger with the sneaky silver.
Yeah, she's going to go for...
So Dodger's silver here is an enemy hero of your choice in radius, which is within 4, which will be Wasp. If they're adjacent to an empty spawn zone, they have to discard a card if able. So that's just a nice weakening card. Kind of sets things up nicely. Wasp now has the choice.
Wasp is thinking about what to do, yeah.
Yeah, to trade hits with Dodger, effectively, or use it
for she hit her.
movement. So using to hit...
Dodger used the... What's it called now? Death Shield? Vampiric Shield, yeah.
So that defends.
And now she's going to slap Wasp. Or Arian.
Arian? Why would she slap Arian? That's her team. Brogan.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. No, Brogan's just out of range.
Brogan's out of range, yeah.
Yeah. I think I would have preferred hitting Brogan as well, if you remember that shield ability that he's got.
Yeah. The best way to counter that thing is slap him early on, even though that's like one of the rare cases where you want to hit use an attack early. I was kind of expecting Wasp to use her red to run over to protect the other 2 minions, to be honest.
So
Yeah,
Arian's looking
Arian's,
for where he's going to
he's going to
reposition.
teleport. He's going to teleport over there for the minions.
Well, he probably should teleport for the minions, but then there's this whole thing of going.
But
I could go. Again, the mindset is I could go for Wasp here. We're still ahead. Even who
Yeah.
cares if Brogan gets one more? I'm pretty sure Dodger can probably get in range for that last minion, and
also,
hold it down.
if Arian teleports over there, Brogan could charge him.
Yeah, but you've got your blue still.
Yeah, it's such a hard spot they're in right now.
Oh
Oh,
no! There we go. So
yeah.
this is good because what this is going to allow Arian to do is he's got a relatively safe red because he's got his blue to defend on Brogan. So even with the bull charge coming in, well, he's still got his blue, so his blue will defend.
I think Brogan has to drop his shield now.
Not red. Well, you got the charge.
He knows the red can be blocked, and
But then you can go into a silver. You can go into a gold fight.
Arian also still has his silver, so if the charge is too risky, I'd hold on to it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, Arian! Whoa, what?
Yeah, but
he's
then, he gets
sidestepping.
out of the way. He gets out of the way.
And now he can take both minions.
Absolutely. Now, but Brogan can
Has
charge.
to go for the other. He has to charge the minion now.
He can charge the minion, take it, put the shield up, and then actually that last minion isn't viable while Brogan's standing because Brogan's got the extra range.
Yep.
Because he's got the extra radius.
Oh, and Dodger's also probably going to use her necromancy to bring a minion back instead of attacking someone.
And that goes after Wasp. Ooh, some nice plays here.
Yeah, really, really nice.
This is close in terms of
Wasp is
how
going to
it will pan
move
out
with
for
her
this
blue.
round.
Radius 2, empty minion spawn. Huh. Interesting.
Okay, now if I'm Dodger, I'm bringing back. Can you bring back?
She can't now.
Cards respawn a minion into an empty minion spawn space.
Oh, she did it.
Yeah, because this is really good. This puts it. This puts the game. Yeah. Empty minion spawn point doesn't have to be the original spawn point.
Yep, and she.
Yeah, that.
And she took the ranged minion for the extra damage. Nice
Oh.
decision.
And that's the red team. I think just going. Oh my god, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
What just happened here?
Dodger is gonna die for it though.
Yeah.
No, they can't afford to kill her.
But blue team's only got one attack left.
Yeah.
So one attack, and there's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue minions to 2 red minions, and there's going to soon be 1 red minion.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, I think it's pretty much game. I mean, Arian's gonna kill 1 minion before Brogan gets his shield down.
Mm-hmm. But then the shield becomes irrelevant because minion combat finishes it off, and your cards aren't in play. That's that necromancy coming in there and just closing the door.
Yeah, it was a very nice use of necromancy. That's one of the situations where it works extremely well.
So Wasp is first takes the minion.
She should have went for a spite kill.
Yeah, well, actually, it helps, probably helping the tiebreakers.
Yeah.
But I think it's maybe that bit where you're just going like, yeah, this game's closing out now.
Yeah. Artie says he would have killed Dodger as well.
Yeah.
We usually call those spite kills simply because there's no point in it except for, spiting. Dodger slaps Wasp.
Yeah, Dodger slaps Wasp survives.
No, she's taking it.
Oh, did she not have
Oh
enough?
yeah, she was next to an empty minion spawn. That was a hit. That was a hard hit.
Oh, gee whiz. Yeah, no, she should have absolutely done it now. Oh, that's just salt in the
That stings.
the
That stings.
Yeah.
That's like 2 victory points gone. 2 tiebreaker points gone.
And Brogan's just going to punt away Arian.
Yeah, that's really adding insult to injury.
So last card's coming down. There's
Arian, last one with a card. What's he going to do? Jump on the infinite? He's going to jump on the enemy throne, isn't he? I'd do it in his position.
Yeah, cards come down. Everything gets flipped.
Oh no, he took the shield. Aw.
And honestly, that was a really good game. We saw
Yeah,
a really good defense there, and
there was some good reads, some very strong plays.
Yeah, Dodger just played.
And GG. Oh, they even managed to get the breakdancing minion. One of my favorite Tabletopia bugs.
Excellent. That was a really great game to watch.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it. There were several points there where it was looking like Red Team could put things together. I think Dodger played a very nice, safe game.
Hey, Raz.
Hey, Raz, how you doing?
Sorry to interrupt. You are welcome to join the Guards Room 1 if you want to talk with the players.
That was our plan.
Okey-doke.
Let's go over.
Let's go across.
Here they are.
Hello, great game.
Yes, great game.
You.
Absolutely fantastic to watch. Some great plays of both teams.
Who was your favorite team?
Well,
I've got to be honest. I think we were somewhat rooting for the underdogs on the Reds as the game went on. There were bits were going like, can they just get something here? Can they just? There were several points where it was just looking really. I absolutely loved the blinding dagger off the throne on Arian at the top of round 3 or 4, which just left Arian going, I'm not going anywhere. Bugger.
Yeah, I was worried about it, but I figured Dodger was getting 2 that round, so trading an attack for not one of my attacks might work out okay.
You had
but
some...
yeah, it was really slow. It slowed me down a ton, so...
Yeah, but we said Wasp was doing a really good job getting the right reads out. It was
I agree.
Impressive.
Thank you.
As the person being red, I agree.
So, Team Red, what are your thoughts on the game?
It felt very close. There's a couple times I feel like I just lost the momentum I needed to get into it, but it was a very close game. I felt like I'm happy that it went good.
No, I think it was a really good showcase of all the characters being selected. Including, Dodger doing a lot of safe farming, but having a bit of a moment to shine there in the last round.
Yeah, we were talking. We laughed when that spite kill happened.
Yeah, because they could have killed me, right?
Yeah, and the spite punt as well. That was like...
My only hope in the last round was to punch him if he used his red to kill the minion.
And Team Blue, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was a good game. I think we were just trying to push super hard the whole game. Ended up working out. We kind of got behind them early, and then Wasp was able to get Dodger was able to get a good head start on the next push. which although we didn't win that one, we did. I think it did make them have to go like pretty far down, and then we were able to bounce back quicker. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That was probably my biggest decision, was to kill Wasp early, because I think I would have killed her, I'm pretty sure, or to try to use my red to get deep into their side, knowing the push was coming. So I figured if I got deep into their side and was able to get 2 minions on that, it at least made them have to come back pretty fast. And if all I did was kill Wasp, I'm not sure if that would have changed the game that much, or especially that early. So I think that was the right move. But
seeing you move back there, we instantly said, "Uh-oh, that's going to be another double push."
Yeah.
But it was. But again, it just showed that a really good defense. It was calm under pressure there, where Brogan knew the job to do to get in, got the two minions. Wasp was a thorn in the side. Played out well for the defense, and it is. I honestly believe a lot of these quick games come down to these transitions between the pushes, when they happen, and how you can respond, and the pressure that you have on the other team or on the minions is really key in these short games.
Yeah, for sure. One thing I thought was really impactful was when I think it was, I don't remember who it was. They spell shielded. I can never remember the character's name. Spell shielded in the battlefield instead of moving up, so we couldn't fast travel down. To help defend our push, and that really messed with me.
Yeah, that hurt. I can just imagine how badly that hurt, because you're just thinking like, because we saw it. It's like, oh look, they both played the low initiative cards, hoping, just praying that there's a medium initiative card there from Arian, and now they're going.
Yeah.
But we said the best thing you could do was Wasp rotate to the jungle. Brogan positioned to a spot where you can threaten a kill and threaten taking a minion, and you did exactly that. So from our perspective, at least, it was like a perfect reaction to the situation.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I was hoping I could block the charges, but he set up where he could get multiple minions, or me if I teleported in, or maybe me where I was standing. I don't really remember. But yeah.
And even that last round, it was very close until, quite frankly, Dodger's necromancy. In terms of red holding for one more round, it really was fingernail stuff. It was great to watch.
I didn't know that Dodger could reanimate minions on our spots. I thought it had to be enemy spots. Learn something new every game.
Yeah, I mean, the you can do what is usually the easiest way to learn how cards work.
Sounded like that, yeah.
Well, thank you very much again, guys. It was a great game to watch, and hoping to be able to cast some more of your games as the tournament goes on.
Yeah,
thanks.
Thank
all.
you. GG.
And
see ya.
GG. And while we're and before we turn out, the next 24 hours are going to be full of games. I think it's another 7 or so that will happen. So keep an eye on Twitch, keep an eye on Board Game Geek, and be sure to follow the games.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to go cast a game right now. So the next game with Ryan reffing. See you guys later. I'm gonna cast.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, so we've got a game coming up almost immediately, and I'm going to be us tomorrow. Well, sorry, I say tomorrow. This Wednesday, early evening through from about 5 till 10 o'clock, there are going to be multiple games being played. So it's going to be a lot of cards action, and we hope to see you there. So thank you very much, and good night all.